Hey everybody, Chris here. So who's selling their Dogecoin? I'm going to take a look at that in this video. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel. Hit that little notification bell too. You can be notified when my new videos come out, as well as when I do live streams. And we were live Wednesday afternoon, evening time, and we were looking at Dogecoin. It was showing good, strong support while Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies were going down. And I was saying, Dogecoin is going to outperform Bitcoin over these next 6 months when we have this epic bull run that's going to continue. We're right on the verge of that. But overnight, there was some big selling of Dogecoin. Dogecoin's price went down a bit, recovering this morning though. So let's go ahead and take a look at the news and the charts, and I'll show you what I'm looking at. We start here looking at the current Dogecoin chart right around 10.75 cents here. Here is the drop that we had overnight. Dogecoin came down to about 10.58, pretty close to where Dogecoin was yesterday evening after the live stream. Yeah, after the live stream, we had a bit of a sell-off in Doge, but Doge had recovered back up 10.8 or so, and then this drop here this morning. But we are recovering back. So this sell-off, I'm just like, who's selling their Dogecoin? What we're about to see coming forward. So what do we have for today? Well, overall, crypto markets dip. Inflation data looms. Bitcoin still holding firm above 60,500. Here's Bitcoin now up to 61.2. So 60,500 seems to be a new support line here for Bitcoin on the short term, but has traded up this morning back above 61K. I'm expecting a little volatility here when this CPI data comes out. We will be watching what happens with that. US dollar strengthens ahead of inflation data. The Fed may shift its focus towards supporting the labor market instead of prioritizing inflation control. It'll be interesting to see how that plays out. And, in the short term, again, this could just be nothing. But every time the data comes out, there's a little fluctuation and then things settle back to where they were. We'll be looking at the effects of all of that on Friday's live stream. Be sure to tune in. Fridays are always fun. 4 p.m. East Coast time. We'll be live. And we'll have an AMA as well. Always a good time for that. So we'll be watching that. I mean, it's not only Doge that sold off, though. We had a few others like Aptos and Near and Whiff and Optimism. So there's a few other cryptos that have been suffering a bit as well. Optimism is having more airdrop token unlocks, things like that. Always a challenge when you have these tokens that just keep unlocking more. But the upcoming CPI data projected to show a 2.3% increase year on year, down from 2.5%. So that's the number we're looking for. We'll see how that looks. And the CPI anticipated to rise by 0.1% month on month. Core CPI, which excludes food and energy, expected to increase by 0.2%. So we'll see how that comes out. A deviation from the expected inflation report could lead to increased market volatility and influence Fed rate decisions. FOMC is not going to meet for a bit yet. Expecting another rate cut. We'll see how that goes. Overall, for Bitcoin, the mid channel is tagged again. So Bitcoin since March has been in this up and downward channel, and this red dashed line here is sort of the midpoint that it's hit up against a number of times when it was lower, and then it comes up higher and it's hitting now on it as support. So if Bitcoin is able to break out of this channel here, look out. Tides are slowly turning, hold above here, and I see us trying for a breakout next. Mike Alfred says, look, all this Bitcoin price action under 73 is basically just noise. It's just loose change bouncing around the washing machine. Weak hands to strong hands, seasons change, the young get old, empires fall, and still Bitcoin makes a new block every 10 minutes. Don't lose focus. And you can say the same thing about Dogecoin, except Dogecoin makes a new block every minute. That's right, every minute, new Doge. And the Doge, of course, being distributed to the miners who are verifying the transactions on the blockchain as a proof of work cryptocurrency. Doge just keeps ever churning along, which is why Dogecoin makes better use as currency as well. So what does Trader Tardigrade say? Trader Allen's like, look, let's look at the 4-year cycles again. We've had a mini breakout and then a retest before a big run up. And we go into a bear market, a mini breakout, a retest before taking off. And then we go into a bear market. And we saw that 2022 into 2023. And then we get this mini breakout. And then we get a retest. We are retesting right now. Is now the time to be selling your Dogecoin? Not to say that there's going to be an exact repeat of the past, but is now the time to be selling Dogecoin? Dogecoin on the 20 SMA monthly chart is promising. This is what you cannot deny. Doge is currently sitting on the 20 SMA as a retest after breakout. This happens along Doge history. So, Master Kenobi says, look, we had 500 days of bear market for Dogecoin. In the last bear market, Doge gave us 500-day accumulation period, providing ample time to decide to buy at the best price. For Doge, the bear market ended on October 24th, 2023. What do you think this year will bring around that date? Of course, I take this 2023 date and I come back to October 19th, where we saw that first move up before it was verified that we were in a true bullish move on Doge. But we do have dips here, and we're seeing another dip right now in Doge. Accumulation could be last chance to buy Doge in the tens before we see this next big move up. And Mikey Bull says, I believe Trump's presidential victory might bring Doge to more than $1 this cycle. Of course, Tesla model Doge says higher, but this is big. I mean, this is coming in less than 4 weeks. We are going to have this U.S. presidential election, and just coincidentally, presidential election right before a big run in 2016, presidential election right before a big run started in 2020, and here we are in 2024, 4 years later. Why are people selling Dogecoin again? Again, hey, if you want to take some profits here, you can, and you can enjoy this little profit. Nothing wrong with taking profits, but I don't know. We look at, again, history has a tendency to be repeating, and this is what we've been building for. This is what we've been waiting for, and it's been a long slog through the long bear market, and with all of these dips, freaking some people out, but this is what could be coming. There are some people who are having fun with it. Cybertruck gets a Dogecoin makeover. Yes, a Tesla owner unveils unique Elon Musk's favorite cryptocurrency-inspired vehicle wrap. This is Doge tipping, and here's what this looks like. This is a pretty incredible wrap on a Cybertruck. It's Doge. That's right. It's all Doge. That looks cool. But what are we looking at right now for Dogecoin? This nice recovery here. Again, this is zoomed in. Let's come out to the 4-hour chart, and we see how Dogecoin is actually doing compared to Bitcoin. And again, we had this drop down to 16.8 on the Doge BTC chart, which I said was the bottom. We retested that yesterday, close to 16.8. We started, or this was the day before, we started moving back up, and this was showing that sign of recovery. We came back, it didn't even come down, we were still in the 17s with this dip early this morning. So this is starting to show slowly this movement up of Doge versus BTC. Of course, we were higher back here in September when we had this big run up to 20, and that is my target right now, is for Doge on the short term to outperform Bitcoin here in the next week or two to come back up to this 20 range, and then we'll see where we go from there. Overall on the Doge chart, Doge is just moving up and down, slowly gaining from that early October drop. And this is what I had predicted would happen in October for Doge, this up and down action. This is about 1.5 pennies higher in price than where Doge is currently trading because of that big drop we had the 1st and 2nd of October there, coming down and touching at 10.1 cents here at that dip we had on the 3rd. But that up and down action was what I had predicted. Again, I thought we'd be a little bit higher, and I think Doge is heading back up to that level soon. So let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think? Who is selling their Dogecoin? Are you waiting? We're going to talk about taking profits and things like that later on in the month, probably on this channel. Join in. Make sure that you are subscribed. You've got your notifications on. Join in on the live streams. Give the video a like. We'll see you next time.